Good morning, everybody. My name is Peter Del Tondo, and I am your host this week for the Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenges. So today we are going to jump in and we are going to make sure we don't have any double audio there. Sorry about that. We're going to jump in and learn a little bit about voice triggers here. And so today, I'm going to warn you, if you have an Amazon smart device, go ahead and mute the microphone for a few minutes. I'm going to be saying the word Alexa a couple of times. Want to make sure we are not activating your devices here. So let's jump in. If you are new to the challenges, this is not a progressive challenge, which means you can jump in at any time this week and join in on each of the challenges. So you can head over to behance.net/challenge/XD. And as you can see here, let me switch on over to my screen. You can sign up for these challenges and you can review. Each day we are going to add the video, so if you don't catch the live stream, you can tune in again afterwards, as well as the starter file to get you guys going on each of these challenges. So let's touch base on a couple more things after you guys sign up for the challenges. Make sure you also come on and join the Discord community, and you can use the link here as well to join the Discord. So coming back, let's check out the Discord channel, and a couple of the key things that you're going to want to utilize throughout the week is primarily going to be the current challenge channel. And this is going to be where you're going to drop the link to your Behance project or your Adobe XD live share link. And then myself, the other moderators and mentors will be giving you guys feedback and critique on your designs throughout the week. So make sure you check that out and definitely jump on in, be a part of the community here, offer your feedback and advice and critique to the other designers, and they'll be sure to do the same for you guys as well. And definitely explore some more of these challenges. Check out pro tips and going live. All of these things are going to be really cool for you guys to stay up to date on the things that are going on. All right, and let's just move this off the screen here. Okay, and let's jump into our challenge. So as I mentioned today, we're going to be utilizing voice triggers with Alexa, and we want to ask her what the weather is like today. And what's it like the rest of the week, maybe what clothes to wear based on that. And so we're going to utilize the voice triggers and be set to go. All right, so make sure that you keep score a little bit, have some fun, try to use some of the best practices that we've had throughout the week, and keep score of that as we go. So coming down here for inspiration, I just want to review a couple of things that I liked and hopefully will give you guys a kickstart into your own projects. But I really loved here the use of illustration and color. Oftentimes when we go into weather apps, we might have a couple of favorite locations or commonly visited spots that we like to keep aware of, or maybe loved ones somewhere, and we want to see how weather is in those areas. You can also include a lot of personality when you do that. So over here we can see in San Francisco, we've got the Golden Gate Bridge back here. It's something very recognizable. It adds a lot of personality and character to those designs. Again, we see that replicated here. This other design, well, it doesn't make the air quality look that great in Warsaw, but the simplicity of this is really simple. And I'm going to be doing something more like this today just for sake of ease and being able to quickly go through the design process. But I would encourage you guys to find your own style, see what's going to work best for you on this challenge, and have some fun with it and take it as far as you might like. All right, so let's jump up here, and we've got a couple of things. Let's start off. I'm going to utilize a 1920 by 1080 artboard. And I'm going to come over here, and we can just rename this artboard to, we'll just call it Start. And I'm going to come in, and my teammate Steon was a big help on this project, so I'm going to make sure I give him a shout here, and we go through that. And then let me try to get chat going. I had it before and it just disappeared on me. Let me pull that back up so I can make sure I see what you guys are saying. All right. Okay, there we go. Chat is back up. Good to see some familiar faces. We've got Andrew Hockrattle, Mark Bowden, good to see you from Bermuda. Nice to see you, bud. Justin Wakar, we've got Tim Mobest, one of our awesome mentors as well. So good to see everybody in here today. Okay, so let's do welcome, Steon, and we will just center align that. Let's pump that way up, make that nice and bold. And then we're going to come down here and we'll do, let's see, something like ask Alexa anything you'd like. And we're just going to go through a little bit of visual hierarchy, going to bring this down quite a bit. Right. So we've got welcome Steon. And let's make this even a little bit more obvious. Use your voice to ask Alexa anything you'd like. And we'll pull that up there. And let's add a little circle and maybe a microphone in here. And I'm just going to come grab some colors. We'll just use our little unfold pink color over there. Again, I'm going to center that up. I'm going to come over to my mustard closed Nucleo. And this is just a great app that I use to organize all of my icons. It makes finding things super, super easy. And I can say microphone. Let's go with a big mic. And we'll use something like this here. I'm just going to pull this over. And for now, I'll just kind of quickly enlarge that. And we'll set that fill there. Okay, so we've got that in there. Let's just do a quick alignment check. All right, so we've got this, anything that you want to ask. Now I'm gonna leave this intentionally a hair, or actually I'm gonna center all this up. And then what you can do too, we'll see if we have time to do this as we go, but I'm gonna bring over this screen. And what I wanna do is start creating some intermediary and timed transitions to kind of bring this to life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit enter here and I'm going to grab this point and I'm just going to bring it straight down to the middle. And I'm going to do the same thing here. And all I'm really doing here is I'm creating a couple of screens where I want to have a transition to kind of create and fake a bit of this animation. And I'm going to pull this up. Kind of an animation as though we were seeing like a voice modulation kind of thing. And so I want to have the screens in between to where these items are going to just do something a little fun. And then we'll flip it back. I realize this might not be totally perfect. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to zoom back out and I'm just going to grab my circle. We'll just do 2 steps for right now. I'm going to place it back in its spot and I'm going to come over here. And yes, this icon app is available for Windows, Steve. I'm on Windows 10 myself. I know, Mac fanboy, but I just switched over to PC and it's been awesome. So we're going to come over here. I'm just going to grab a check mark and I want one that's a little chunkier. So let's grab this guy. And again, I'll grab that. And I always am more precise with my measurements, but for the stream here today, we're moving quick. We are going to just simplify that. So we have now asked our question. This is stating that we have gotten a result. And so now what we can do is come over here and let's start building out what our weather app could kind of look like. So we can also do some fun stuff with the animations, and we talked about auto animate I think on like Thursday last week, so if you want, go back and check out that video later. But we can do some cool stuff with the transition. So as long as I keep that layer name actually the same, so I'm going to do title to temp. I'll just title that. And if I keep that the same here, it will animate this as I make some modifications. So if I come over here, I'm going to say 76 degrees. I'm going to really crank up the sizing of this. I want this to be quite large. We'll say like, that works. And I'm just going to pull this over, and we can just get rid of this. I'm going to create, oops, a little degree. What do you know? 24 pixels work perfectly. All right, so we've got that working now, and let's come over. We'll delete these guys, and let's see. Let's add in things like our location. So I'm currently in Orange County, California. We're gonna bring that way down. And we'll add a little separation line between these elements. So something like that works for me. Go to a width of 1. I'm going to pull that over this way. Okay, and we can bring that opacity down just so it's really subtle. Okay, so I've got Orange County, California, and now I want to add some text here. And so, you know, I might say like, what is today's weather going to look like? So I might even kind of prep what some of the voice trigger here might actually be. So let's write a line. Come in here, I'm going to make this a text box. Preemptively switch this to regular. Okay, so let's do today's weather looks pretty good until the evening. Sunshine all day, but possible showers in the afternoon, or let's say in the evening, I think is what I have it set up to. All right. And we will drop the size down on this stuff as well. Okay, so we've got that. Now let's pull this down a little bit more. Okay, and let's set up some really quick like morning, afternoon, and evening. So I might come back down here. I'm just gonna say weather. And immediately, again, you guys see just all these little hacks to make things really smooth and quick. And I'm just going to grab nice weather. Looks like maybe the sun's going behind. Whoops, that's a moon. I don't want to use that one. Maybe the sun's going behind the clouds. Then we have a little bit of precipitation. And then we're on full-on lightning thunderstorms. So I will grab these elements. I'm going to bring these all up here. I'm just going to quickly align them together. I'm going to enlarge all of these quite a bit. And then underneath, we'll add our new section. So we have morning. And then let's do afternoon, evening, and night. All right, and again, I want you guys to make sure that you're lining stuff up right. I'm going a little bit quick for the purpose of the stream, but definitely take the time later to make sure that all your stuff is dialed in. It makes a big difference. So let's say in the morning, sunshine with a high of, with a low of, let's go no wider than that. The high-low with a low of 68 and a high of 73. Okay, and then I want to repeat that throughout these sections. So I'm just going to bring that up and we'll keep that going. So we can do a different message for each of these. So real quick, we'll just add in something new, afternoon. I'm going to get quick with this. So the sun may start hiding behind the clouds. Then evening, let's say 20% chance of mild showers, and temps down to, let's say, 72. And at night, heavy showers and rolling thunderstorms with a low of 64. All right, and we can go one more screen because I want to show what it would be like if I ask Alexa a follow-up question. And for this, again, really simple. I'm just going to create 3 quick image boxes here. And we're going to go in and utilize our plugins. And I'll say for Photo Splash, let's say, I don't know, shorts, because I want to see folks wearing something comfy. So let's do, this looks good. All right, we've got shorts there. We're going to come over here. We might say sweater as it gets a little bit warmer. Let's have this gal in a sweater. And I can double click in there and just change her positioning a little bit. And then here, let's say umbrella, because we mentioned it's going to rain at night. All right, so I've got these 3 images in there. Now what I can do is we're going to set up our voice triggers. So we are going to go into prototype mode. And here I'm going to change this transition to here. And I'm going to say voice. And I can enter a command. And so let's say, Alexa, what is the weather like today? All right. And with this, we can even do auto animate like we talked about. And so I want it to go to this artboard here. So start 4. And then what I also like to do is I like to copy and paste my voice triggers so that I know what to say as these screens go through. So I would definitely recommend you guys do that. Just kind of like have a little note above for yourself. It's really helpful. And then when we get to this screen, let's go back into prototype mode. All right. Destination, great. And you can mess around with those different applications. When we get to this screen then, let's go here. And with this one, with voice, we want to enter another command and say, what should I wear for today's weather? Okay. And another cool thing is we're going to also add this to say speech playback. So as I come here and I go to this screen, instead of auto animate, we're going to go speech playback. And you can set some different voices, so find out which one you like. And here let's actually just copy paste what we have. So let's relink that. Alexa, what is the weather like today? And then instead of auto animate, we're going to do speech playback, and we can paste what is in there. And I'm going to want to remove those quotations, otherwise there's a possibility it'll say that. All right, and then coming to this screen, we're going to want to do the same. What should I wear for today's weather? And then we are going to change this to speech playback and say, you'll want to wear a shirt and shorts during the day, but pack a sweater and an umbrella for the afternoon and evening. All right, and so we've now got our transitions, and let's just copy and paste that text here as well, just for consistency. Okay, and let's double check our trigger here, and let's add that to the top. And yes, Justin, you do need a microphone for the interaction. That's definitely an important thing. And let's go from there. All right, and so we're gonna come back into prototype mode. And again, you guys will want to play with the transitions here. And you can do those time transitions to kind of create, you want that like wavy flow of things. That'll be really, really cool. But we're gonna focus on these here. So we've got Alexa, what is the weather like today? And you can see here on, at least on Windows, we hold spacebar down while using the voice command. So I'm just going to bring this down a hair just so that I can still see my triggers. And I'm going to say, Alexa, what is the weather like today? We'll try that again. Oh wait, we need to be on the right screen. Might be freezing up. All right, we're getting a little wheel here. Let's try that again. Nope, still a wheel. We might be running into technical difficulties, but hopefully you guys are getting the foundational element here for the use of this functionality. Oh, and we've got an access that needed to hit. All right, let me try that again. Let's close this. Trigger, okay. Alexa, what is the weather like today? Awesome. And then it should be taking us to that next screen. I'll have to double check why that's not. But let's go through and do another one. What should I wear for today's weather? Cool. And then that would take you over to the next screen, and you can showcase this different information. So what I want you guys to do through your challenge is set up your sequence of events, asking Alexa the initial question, loading up the results of the weather, and then thinking through what else could you ask Alexa from there. Could you ask her, maybe if it's a rainy day, what are some things you would recommend doing today? And Alexa might recommend maybe going to the movies, or again, what kind of clothes to wear for the day. There's a lot of different opportunities that you can do and mock that up. And if you use the Alexa plugin over here, you can actually connect one of your Alexa devices and interact directly with that in the prototype mode. So real quick, we've got another minute. Let's check out one of the challenges from the other day. This one from Washington Tehran. Really cool job with, again, great imagery and photography here that really draws you in. And I love how as we come down, we get to see the form fields for the application form. And again, really cool, spinning that globe in here. Really, really neat. And let's see, it doesn't look like we got into... Okay, so you didn't showcase the window changing resolution sizes, but we do get to see how you modified that over here. And again, great job for making this responsive, but really, really visually appealing project. So you guys make sure that you are tuning in each day at 11:30. We'll be going through these challenges. Make sure to submit your work to the Adobe XD Discord, and we'll keep an eye on everything that you guys are working on and make sure to provide you guys feedback. With that, thank you so much for tuning in. That's going to wrap us up for today. Make sure to stay tuned for the next segment.